Alrighty, guys. Madman Mondello coming at you from the Gardendale Garage here in beautiful Alabama. Hope you're doing well. Okay. Where do I start with this one? Mr. Myles Arden. Okay. Myles went and he messaged me. Now, Myles bought a custom console from me before, Count Chocula. Okay, that's what he wanted on it. And it was an RGH, of course. And that was a couple years ago. He still has it. Well, when Myles saw the OG coming around and that now it's online and running on Insignia and there's a whole bunch of features and stuff that you could do with it, well, he wanted an original OG Xbox except done his way. So he messaged me and said, Tony, I want something custom, but I want custom paint. I want this, I want that, I want the, I want the kitchen sink. I'm like going like, oh my God. So anyway, Myles went ahead and he's like, dude, do it up. Just do you. But I want an X-Men theme. I'm like, okay, I can do that. So here we are. Now, this is a 2 terabyte OG Xbox. It's already registered on Insignia, so all he has to do is put in his code and he'll be good to go. It's up on the network, of course. It is running Rocky 5's Emustation dashboard. All right. Running a 2 terabyte drive, of course. This is modded M8 firmware on this thing, so we can take advantage of UDMA 5. All right, and well, the paint is multiple layers. Okay, in fact, the paint added 1 pound to the console, I do believe. First, we started by sanding the whole thing down, which was like a nightmare because getting in between those little grooves. Oh man. That's if you want it to stick. If you want to do a crap paint job, well, then fine and dandy. But if you want to do something that's going to stick and last, well, needless to say, we sanded it down. We put a white base primer coat on it. So then that way, then it would, give it a little bit of a pop. Then we went ahead. We put two clear coats of Patriot Blue on there. All right. Then we did a fluorescent pink. Okay. Now, work with me here, okay? We did a fluorescent pink to give it an iridescent look, in which it did. And then we added, well, we did 2 coats of that, and then we did, we added some sparkle to it. I didn't want to add too much to it because it looked like a freaking disco. It's hell, it still looks like a disco ball. But anyway, we did a coat of nice little metal flake on there. And then we cleared it 6 times. And then I polished it. Yeah, that was just the case. All right. Yeah, 10 hours of my life gone. All right. Now we went ahead and then what we did was we did his custom logos, what he wanted. Okay, he wanted Wolverine, he wanted Beastie, he wanted Professor X, and he wanted Gambit, and he wanted the X-Men logo in the center for the jewel. So that's what it did. So anyway, if you take a close look, you'll see where we did Gambit, we did Wolverine, we did Professor X, and then of course we did Beastie, and then we did a center X-Men logo. Okay, so now we got that all done. Let's sorry about that. This camera, like I said, I am not good with cameras, but that's okay. So anyway, we put remote LED lighting in it. Okay, we used programmable LEDs. Okay, we didn't go cheap. No. We went with the WS128s like I always do. And of course we added a remote to it. So pretty much, as you can see, we get a lot of light. Okay? And in fact, if I got to autofocus this camera here. Hang on here. Wait a minute. Let me do that. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that's a little better. Okay, so now you can actually see the characters. Okay? Now as you can see, we got good old Beastie, Gambit, and Beast Boy, and freaking Professor X, and everything all lit up really nice and bright, just the way he wanted it. So you have your disco ball, and you can do red, you can do green, blue, white. You can do auto, you can speed it up, you can slow it down. Doesn't make a bit of difference. She'll run always. All right. And of course, now I'm going to swap on over to the capture card here. There we go. I think that's it. Yep, there we go. All right. Well, Myles, okay. Now, we're providing, of course, the HDMI converter cable. okay, which does 720p, and it does it very, very well, actually. All right, and you know, power cable and a controller, and pretty much in Atari 800, you got 143 games. You got 404 games in Atari 2600, 150 games in Atari 5200. You got 86 games in Atari 7800. Lynx, you got 86 games. ColecoVision, you got 189. Daphne, you got a bunch of Laserdisc games on there. Okay, Cliffhanger, Space Ace, Dragon's Lair, all that. Final Burn Legends, you got 3,554 games. In television, you got 111. MAME, you got 1,101. Sega Master, you got 318. Mega Drive, you got 421. Nintendo, you got 212. That's Nintendo 64. Nintendo regular, you got 1,662. PlayStation, you got 44 games. Genesis 32X, you got 966 games. Sega, you got 166 games. Super Nintendo, you got 1,144 games. And Xbox, you got 638 games. Okay? Then, of course, you have your options here. And then your favorites, okay, that you can set up. No problems. If you take a look at the Xbox, genre here. All right, you will see all of the artwork is correct. All the games that are on there, they're all correct. Everything is right and tight the way it should be. Okay? So, you know, I mean, it goes on and on and on. You can go fast. You can bring it down here. You can move it down, you know, to your title bars, whatever you want to do. All right? Everything on there, it runs perfect. Okay? Just to let you know, it runs perfect. So, also, the eject button, just in case. All right? You can see that the console ejects properly because it's got a brand new belt on it. It's got a brand new laser head on it I put on there. And, you know, went through it and cleaned it and all that kind of good stuff and cleaned the drive out. I mean, I cleaned everything on it. It's got new heatsink paste on it. It's been recapped, okay, because I didn't want to take a chance. They weren't bulging, but still and yet, you know what? It's 20 years old, you know? So I'm gonna, you know, replace the caps on it because otherwise, if you just let it out in a while and people start playing it and playing it and playing it, well, there's going to be a weak link, and you don't want that to happen. So the caps have been replaced on it and everything. Everything has been all good to go. All right. Now, of course, if you go to xbmc options, all right, as you can see, all right, your file manager, all your stuff is right here. Your system information, right here. CPU temperature, your hard disk information is right here. And you'll see it's a Western Digital, of course. DVD-ROM drive information. It's a Philips drive. Your storage information. You got you still have some left, but not a lot. Okay, not a lot. But you can still put games on there. Okay. Your network information, of course. Your video information. We're running 1280 by 720, 720p. Hardware information is an Xbox version 1.0. The BIOS is not detected because I'm not putting a friggin' any on there. It's modified M8 BIOS. It's that simple. Okay. And this Xbox was made in Hungary. Good God. So anyway, you know, and then of course you have your file manager on there that you're able to use, you know, to check your drive and all that. Your original dashboard is on there, by the way. Okay, just to show you here. If you hit the apps button, which is going to be your start button, you'll see your applications come up. Hit applications. All right. And as you can see, your Xenium tools, Gen 2, config magic, DVD to Xbox. Okay, enjoy my video switch mode. Insignia setup is on there already. Linux. Oh, by the way, some freaking morons, okay, are selling this. Okay, it's free on the GitHub. All right, I just cannot believe people. They are. Oh, we're gonna send you a setup on a USB stick, but we're selling it. You're selling it. It's free. Oh my God. You know, people, man. Wow. Okay. Trying to make money off of Luke, and he doesn't even charge for the service. That's what really pisses me off. Like, oh my God, you know? Oh, I'm so done. All right? Yeah, people, I can't get over them. I just can't. All right, anyway. Linux, XBlast, okay? Your xbmc Emustation, of course. Xbox Artwork Installer. Okay, your Xbox Original Dash is right there. That's a shortcut to your Original Dash. XB Partitioner. Miles, if you don't know about XP Partitioner and you don't understand it, don't mess around in there. There's no reason for you to. Okay, so don't go in there if you don't know what you're doing. All right, that's partitioning software for this Xbox, and you can wipe the hard drive very easily if you don't know what you're doing. Okay, just a word of warning. Okay, but anyway, all your stuff is there. All right, and like I said, it's already set up. Okay, the DNS is set to static. All right, so all you got to do is put your invitation code in there, go to the original dashboard, all right, which is, let's see here. Let's do this. Let's go to applications here just to show you that it does work. All right, all you got to do is just go to Xbox Original Dash, hit that, and you will see the original dash pop up now. Give it a second. There we are. Okay, now, okay, as you can see, there you go. There's your settings, your Xbox Live, all that crap. Okay, so she's ready to go. As you can see, all you got to do is just make a new account. Just go there and make your new account on the original dashboard, so on and so forth. Okay, your settings right there. Okay, your network settings, they're already set. They're already set up. Okay, as you can see, your DNS servers should be manual. Yes, they are. Okay, so you're good to go. You ain't gonna have to worry about that. All right, and everything should connect, and you should be fine and dandy. Okay, now to bring the Xbox back to the original, back to the Emustation, just hold both triggers and press the back and black button right here, and that will reset the console. And what will happen is now we'll restart. Okay, and it will restart into Emustation. Okay, so if you give it a second, you got to give it a second. Remember, it's a 733 Pentium I. Let's face it. Okay, but anyway, there you are, and you're back there. Okay. Also, that works with games too. So in the middle of playing a game, if you're done with the game or whatever, just hold down both triggers, push the back and black button, and that will take you back to the menu, and you can play something else. All right? Just letting you know. That way, then you know. But anyway, Myles, listen, brother. I want to thank you for your repeated business. Okay? I hope I did you justice. You looked really happy about the paint and everything, what you wanted exactly. You know, and I mean, so I'm like, okay, as long as you're happy with it, that's all that matters to me. Okay, as you can see, we did the front too. I left this unpainted for the simple fact is, if it gets stuck on the lip, then guess what? You know, I mean, so that's why I left that black stripe across there. Okay, you know, and the black front and the black back. But the rest is all painted, as you can see. There you are. All right, everything is all painted nice. No runs, no drips, no errors. Okay, and I really do hope that you like it. All right, so listen, brother, we're going to be shipping it off to you. Okay, Lorraine will get your address from your PayPal account and ship it off to you. All right, and you'll have you know, it'll take 2 to 3 days to get to you. Your cables and everything are going to be given to you brand new. All right, I already ordered them, and they'll be coming directly from Amazon. All right, what I use for this thing right here, you can get this cable is great. It's not as expensive as the pound. It does just a good job because I can't tell the difference between them. But this one right here, HDTV converter for original Xbox, this thing works excellent. Okay, I mean, it really does. It works excellent. And they're brand new, a nice simple cable. You don't have an external power supply to plug in, thank God. It's powered right off of the Xbox the way it should have been, where the pound is powered from 5 volt, you know, I mean, from its own power supply. So you don't have a bunch of cords or anything. Just plug this end into the HDMI, and you'll be good to go. Plug your Ethernet cord in, and you're all good. All right. You could also get this. You could also get a wireless TP wireless bridge adapter for this thing, where you plug that into the Ethernet port, and then you can have wireless on this thing as well. So there you go. All right. So anyway, thank you for your business, brother. I really do appreciate it. I'm looking forward to playing with you on Xbox Insignia, and you know, kicking your butt in quite a few games, because that's exactly what I'm going to do. All right. So anyway, y'all have a good one, guys. I'm going to holler at you later. I got to get going. I got RGHs to build now. Besides, you know, this took a little time. Okay, actually took me quite a bit of time. You know, I mean, but it is what it is, and this is what we do. And if you're going to do it right, do it right. Otherwise, don't do it at all. That's what I believe in, and that's the way it should be. Okay, you could have anybody slam one of these things together, but, you know, in the end, you get good guys that actually do it, and then, of course, you get idiots, okay, that want to just jump on a bandwagon and make an extra buck or whatever, and don't give a flying flip. You got a 1-year part and labor warranty on this thing as well. So if, God forbid, anything should happen to this thing, you just message me. And anyway, you'd still message me anyway. All right? I don't care after the 1 year or whatever, because it doesn't matter. Because if something should happen anyway, you know, Myles, I'm going to take care of you. Because that's the way I take care of my customers. I really don't give a flying flip. As long as they're happy, and they're playing, and they're online, and they're having a good time, that's all that matters. So anyway, you'll have a good one, guys. I'm going to holler at you later. Take care, guys. Have a great day.